Nothing but an addition. Ryan McInnes will go in. Obviously, you guys watched practice. Kajula was in practice this week in a slot there as a 12th forward, which we needed to replace him. Obviously, not ready to go. So McInnes was called up, or will be called up to play tonight. UPL in goal. Correct.
What areas of just your team game are really an area of focus when it comes to just the number of shots on goal you guys are allowing most nights over the past few weeks?
Handling the puck better, making better decisions with the puck. We had lots of opportunity to make plays. We didn't. It ended up obviously in a turnover and back at us. So less defensively, more what we're doing with the puck, making cleaner plays, simpler plays, more direct plays, supporting the offensive transition better, differently, because when you do that, it's a quick shot against and probably 2 or 3 before you recover.
As far as Ryan McInnes, what earned this opportunity, and just what can you tell us about his style of play? Obviously, you think he's a big body. It seems like he possesses some skill and so forth.
He does. He has a lot of skill, and he's on the wing tonight. He's been a centerman most of his career, but because he has a pretty high skill level and hockey sense, feel for the game. He's played a lot of wing this year in Rochester and done real well there. The coaches there have felt he can slide into that slot very easily. So I'm excited to see him. I've watched him since he was 16 years old and had him for a little bit at the national team. So I know Ryan, and I think he is found a new level in his game just within the last few months. I think the guys in Rochester, again, coaching-wise, have done a real good job with him, and Ryan's done reciprocate, and I'm excited for him in this opportunity.
Hey, Don. Most of these recalls have just stepped right in and found success. What do you think that says?
It says a lot of things. First of all, credit to the players. They're prepared. They prepare themselves. I mean, we give these players information, but they have to internalize it and put it in the context of what's going to be asked and demanded of them. And so I give the players credit. That can go. You can look at that and say, okay, we're bringing in the right players, bringing in players with some intelligence, some commitment to the organization, and then all the coaches. Coaches here. Certainly know my assistants do an incredible job, and I feel the same with the guys in Rochester. I felt the couple of weeks that we had in training camp, those two staffs integrated with and gained a real good, clear sense of objective of what we want to do with each player individually and collectively, and I think we're better because of it. So those, to me, if we're seeing positives, again, it first give credit to the player, and then secondly, I think the collaboration of our entire organization with these guys.
Hey, Don, Adam Beatty. I think this is one game scheduled for you guys in like a 9-day period when you add it all up and everything between the postponements, the recalls, everything that you and other teams around the NHL are going through. What's your sense of maybe game readiness for your team tonight, given all of the factors? With the gaps in the schedule?
Well, the sense is you can have all the sense you want. You're going to walk to that bench like you do every night and just hope you did the right things and push the right buttons. But the question you're asking is the question we've asked ourselves all week, and I go to bed at night thinking about, okay, what do we do to best prepare our guys for what lies ahead? And who knows how many people will be in the building tonight, for example. With the weather and the snow, it could be a completely different atmosphere than they may be accustomed to. So, but the short of it is, you're constantly trying to do things to maximize or to get them to, I guess, peak each night at 7 o'clock on a game night. We just had a pregame morning skate. I kicked the guys off the ice. I told them and half jokingly, quit having fun. I need you hungry for tonight. So get off the ice and get that business attitude ready to go. So you do lots of different things, I guess, Adam, and at the end of the day, I don't think there's anybody that has the answer. It's you're trying to get your guys to peak at 7 p.m. So we have adjusted, acclimated to that. We had 3 practice days. They were totally different. There were a lot of overanalyzing analytical stuff 3 days ago. Then 2 days you moved toward a little less of that and a little more aggressive nature. Even the couple drills that we did today were very direct, go, 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 as opposed to anything conscious. It's got to be in the subconscious now as you approach game time.
Thank you, Don.
Don, with the snow not letting up outside, are you going to keep your guys downtown?
No, they're right now they're getting what they need to done. It's too long, Paul, and they're on a routine, so they're not going to be held here the next couple hours.
And as far as the last game against San Jose, you have such a different lineup tonight than you did that game in San Jose. Do you really look at that game all that much?
We did. We actually looked at that game, and we felt the same thing, Paul. Even from a system standpoint, there's things that have evolved in our game, like every other team. I mean, that was earlier in the year, so every team's evolved. It's not like we're any different than anybody else in that regard. It was early season hockey, so there was a little bit more time and space, a little bit more forgiveness in certain areas because it's the first 10, 15 games of an NHL season. It's a little tighter in areas now. Teams know their systems better. Teams know what coaches expect of them and their identity better. So, yeah, we did look at it. We did use a couple clips to talk to them this morning, but a lot of it was, how different some of the growth we've had, but still some of the objectives that need to be hit with respect to their system and ours.
Talking more about the Sharks, they've given up 14 goals in the first 2 games of this road trip. When you have a piece of information like that, how much does that even emphasize to your guys more to get in on their D and get shots at their net early on?
Yeah, we want to play aggressive. We want to play assertive. And as I mentioned, we had the 3 days of practice, and you start breaking things down and pointing out details and intricacies 3 days ago. Now we don't want any of that. We want aggression. We want that passion, that fearlessness, that intensity, and it goes in hand in hand with what you're saying. Just get the puck to the net, get to the net. Instead of trying to score more. Do things that score more. Drive the net, put pucks there, win battles there. So yes, we're well aware of any team that comes in here, what they're going through. They lost some key players too. So we want to pressure them. It's our building. We want to definitely go at them.
We were told Hank was on the ice. How did he do? How did he look? And is there a time frame at all?
Yeah, I don't have any answers to that. It was good to see him on the ice, but that was one step of what we needed. So, and I say I don't have any answers because I pretty much came from the ice to here, and I haven't had time to talk to him. So that is something I'll do now to see how he felt. Talk to our medical team and see how they felt with response and figure out a timetable. So. But it is encouraging that he was out there. Keep in mind, it's only a pregame skate. It's not contact. And, if it was a regular practice, he would not have been out there today going through the paces. So, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves on that.
Okay, thank you very much, Don.
Thanks, guys.